Okay, so I used to see people who are doing very well, and then I was
Yeah.
amazed at how they do it. So, what I learned from this is listen to your audience, make better content each and every day, try to get something which what your people wants to see, right?
Hey, welcome to the Behind the Frames podcast, where we talk about content, creativity, and entrepreneurship. Today we're joined by Vansh, also known as Turbanografer. He is a professional portrait photographer and a video creator on Instagram.
So, in Instagram, like, there is one video that was my most viral video of the time. That was like 40 million views on one video, and that video have changed many things in me. I have
Mm,
so some people wants to be rich, they want to earn money. I want
mm,
to earn love from people.
And in today's episode, we talked about the story of how Vansh went from working 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. in India working for a travel company to starting his own Instagram page to becoming a full-time photographer. We talked about the realities and challenges of creating content around travel and photography on Instagram. And we also talked about his new business venture of how he incorporate photography into the traditional saturated tourism business in India. Welcome to my conversation with Vansh.
So hey Vansh, before we get into the podcast, I
Mhm.
do want to share this one thing. It's about how we met. Like, do you remember how we met back in Hong Kong? This is like crazy.
Yeah, I so I was exploring Hong Kong. It was my first time in Hong Kong, and then I was exploring here and there. I already explored 2 days, and then it was my last day. And then I had a flight back in the evening, and then I met Alex on the streets exploring. And then this guy asked me to make a video for him, and then I made a video for him, and then how we start the conversation. And then I told him that what I do, this is what I do. Like I travel, make content, and post, and that's how I work. So from there till now, we are friends. We are talking about content. We are talking about people, and then here we are.
That's awesome. Like, have you ever like this? I think it's called like the Monsters Building back in Hong Kong. It was
Yeah,
like like one of the most like popular
Instagram,
Instagram spots.
Instagram star.
And
Yeah,
Instagram spots. That's how we call it in Hong Kong.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that was pretty fun. Like I met you, and we talked about content. We follow each other, and after that, like we also went to a few other spots. We sneak into like a building. We were like running through like 7-Elevens, and it was
Yeah.
pretty hectic. It's pretty fun.
That was sick. I like we just you if you remember, we just entered the building somehow, and then we have no way to go out of the building, and then we are waiting for the people to open the door with their like ID card or something, so that we can go out. We were stuck inside. That
Yeah,
was
that was so
crazy.
yeah, like and you're a photographer. You're a professional photographer. You do
Yeah,
mainly portraits, wedding events, and and you do a lot of traveling. Like you don't only do shots in India. You also flew
yeah.
across like Asia, Thailand, Hong Kong, just to name a few. Like to do a lot of these shots. Like
Hmm.
I wanted to learn a little bit more about your story, and I know briefly it was because your dad purchased like a camera for you when you were super young. Like, how did everything get started?
No, so I was working, like I was doing a job. I was doing a full-time job. So I watched Instagram and I saw people like posting amazing photos, and then people commenting on these photos like, wow, what a shot. I loved it. I'm a big fan, something like that. And then from that time, like I was like, if people are doing it, why cannot? Because I have that idea, I have that, I feel very connected to the nature and everything. Then I always wanted to travel, but I was doing a full-time job, so it was tough for me. Then I bought a camera which was super, cheap, not so expensive. I bought a very base model, and then I remember like my office time was night shift because in India we have to follow the US time, the Eastern time basically. So my shift was like 8 p.m. in the night to 5 a.m. in the morning. So I used to leave my office at 5 a.m. Then I take the camera on the streets, the Indian streets, small lanes, and then I meet people. I take portraits of them, and then I shoot random things on the street and just learn about the ISO, shutter speed, and then how it works. So from there, I start learning the things for the 2 years. I gave a proper time onto my photography. And then when I start getting projects, when I think that I am up, like I'm doing good. So there's a point like when you realize that you are doing good, right? You don't need a full-time job. So at that point of time, I left my full-time job, and now I'm here like after 2 years. I'm earning well. I am traveling world. I'm meeting new people. I'm getting inspirations. I am even like starting new businesses. I'm onto that. I'm just making a new business model. I hopefully join it like next year for sure. So there's a story like a guy who is doing a full-time job, have nothing to be related with the photography, and then to the guy who have lots of audience who love me for my work, and then who support me for everything. That's how the journey started from nothing to everything that I have today.
I see. You made it sound so easy, but I know it's like incredibly tough, right? Like the
Yeah.
idea of like doing photography while having a job and then slowly keep reiterating to a point where like things are going well, like you're doing better than most people and you can do this for a living. People are paying you for these things. So I think that's pretty interesting.
So if you want to really like, if you really want to do something out of the box, I think you should not even like think twice. If you want to pursue music, I think people should do that without any fear. And then if you want to pursue photography, do it because it's one life. When you'll be dying, you have memories in your mind. You don't have to be like run for the money, run for the jobs. So this is like one thing I want to say to everyone, just do what you want. But whether it's easy, whether it's tough, whether it gives you money, whether it doesn't give you money, if it gives you peace, you are an artist, you are seeking a peace, just do it what you want. Just give your time to it.
Like maybe we can give more context. Like what was the job that you were working? Like what was life like when you were working from like 8 p.m. to 5 a.m.?
Hmm.
Because this is pretty unusual to most people. So I think
Yeah.
it would be interesting to hear what it is like.
Okay. So I have done a diploma in travel and tourism. So travel and tourism relates to like all of the world connected to the airlines. So that's what I have done my diploma into. And then I got the job. There is a brand called Make My Trip in India. It's a very big brand. It's like, it's like Booking.com, Expedia. So these brands, there's like one brand, Indian brand, Make My Trip. That's a very huge one. So I used to work in that before COVID. And then I worked there for like 4 years. And then the COVID thing happened. I have no job because the travel industry was so impacted. There was no airlines going here and there. And then everything was shut down. So I was at home. I was just scrolling Instagram and just making my fitness. I was so, the fat at that time. So I have nothing to do. I was scrolling Instagram all the time, and I have gym equipments at the home. And then I start working on my body, and then I got the abs and stuff. From a fat guy to the ab guy, I had it in the time. And in the COVID, I learned many things that, see, if I'm working at the moment, I saw many people in the COVID, right? There was a complete lockdown. No one is going out, just staying home, eat, sleep, that's all. So I saw many people who is a freelance artist, they are earning money. Even though it's COVID, they are earning money. So I had a job, I had nothing to do that time. So I was not earning, I was just staying home, I was using my savings and stuff. And then after COVID, it's like the travel industry was still impacted. So I joined a IT sector, IT company, which used to make a websites for the US people, like for the US. It's basically a US brand. So they used to make websites and IT things and virtual assistant, if you know that. So I was a virtual assistant there. So I used to work for like entrepreneurs who have small businesses. So I was taking care of the operations, sales, social media managing. So I was good at the social media managing because I know how to use Instagram and stuff. So from there, I used to see people posting content, posting this, posting that, and then I see people having this 50,000 followers, 1 lakh, 20,000, like in K. So I was thinking like people have these much followers, what are they doing for that? Like how they're gaining these things. And then I used to have night shifts, so I saw people. I think that I have interest in photography. I have interest in this art, so I think I should pursue it. So after that, I just start doing that. And from there till here, it's a long journey. I cannot tell you. I can just tell I have made it somehow. And I'm grateful for what I have to the God. And from earning, like, I'm really earning a good money from my, like, more than my job, a lot more than my job, actually. But
Mm-hmm.
it's not just about the money, it's about the peace because there I have to be reach on time. Like 8 p.m., 8 p.m. means 8 p.m. I have to be there. Here,
Yeah.
I am the owner, I'm the king. I have to just make content for the people, for the brands. I have to take money. I have to sleep. If I don't have to, so I work like 5 days or 6 days a month, and in these 6 days, I earn enough to spend the whole month. And that's
Mm,
fine. That I'm very good at it, and I'm just loving it. What's going on?
that's awesome, man. Like, yeah, I love it. Create content for the people. You're the king. You're the king when you're the owner of the business.
Yeah.
I like to ask this question. When you were doing like the virtual assistant job for
Hmm.
like these business owners, and you were doing the social media engagement, looking at these followers, and
Hmm.
like, what was like the first idea that popped up to mind? Like, it's like I want to start a business on content, or I just want to make content.
So at the moment, I knew that I cannot make a business on the content because see, nobody wants to take an advice from an unsuccessful person, right? If someone come from nowhere and say that you can do this and then you'll be rich, no one gonna listen to him, right? But if I
Mm,
have something, I have an audience, I am doing something good, people are following me for my work. If I say anything to my followers, if it makes sense, they're gonna listen to it. So making a
mm,
business out of content, it was not easy when I have nothing to show them that what I'm doing. So right now, I have people. I start making content. I was just concerned to make content at that moment because I need audience to listen to me, right? So at that point of time, I just need followers to listen to me. I just need people to who just love my work and comment on it and then like it and whatever it is. So at that
mm,
point of time, I was just concerned about the people to join me, to join my work, to join my Instagram. It
mm.
was just that at that point of time, there was no business module, there was nothing on the mind, but it was just the content that I want to make.
I see. And I know you mentioned earlier there was like a point when you like started posting all these photos and all these posts, like to a
Yeah.
point when you start to realize, okay, like I think there's something here. Like I think I'm better than like a lot of people that I saw on the internet on Instagram. Like, do you recall that moment, or was it very gradual?
Okay, so I used to see people who are doing very well, and then I was
Yeah.
amazed at how they do it, how they click so much nice picture, how they have added so much colors, how they are good in editing, like how I can do that, and how like what it takes to get to be a successful photographer, to be a successful editor, and something like that. But when I start doing it, so it was like everyone is doing nice, and I think everyone put efforts to their work. So
Okay.
everyone is like putting efforts in their work, and which is important if you're like investing your time in something, and investing time means you have to do it somehow better than anyone. You don't have to like think about anyone. It's your own work. You have to worship it. You have to do it no matter what. So everyone is doing fine, that's fine, but you have to do better and best, and the best. That how it is, like that's how it is.
Is that a mindset that you had as a kid, or was it something that you learned when you started posting on social media?
So it's like just I was just the person who really want people to listen to me. I'm a big
Mm,
time talkative person, so I just talk a lot. Even I met strangers, you and me met, and I started talking to you about these, this, right? So I'm a big time talkative person. I need someone to listen to me. I have lots of stories to tell. I have to like tell them that how it started, how it ends, how it goes, blah blah blah. So I just need the people to listen to me. That's it. And I use the content way to get into the people's heart, and then rest is this is what is going on. And I learned so what I learned from this is just do your work, listen to your audience, make better content each and every day. Try to get something which what your people wants to see, right? You,
mm-hmm.
so it's just getting better day by day, right? So that's how it is.
And it's like the same thing with like your fitness journey too, right? With boxing, it's all about like getting better every single day, and like you just have
Exactly.
to show up. It's like not about like you have to be the best, and I don't care if you're tired. Like you have to show up. You have to do this
Yeah.
less. Like that's the only way to become better than most people.
Exactly. I think like you can see my content. You are on my Instagram. We are following each other, right? So at a point of time, I was just posting something, and then I fed up of doing that. And then I think that I saw many creators doing that stranger portraits, and then
Mm-hmm.
I saw people doing that, and I started doing that, and it's booming, right? and I'm getting like 20, 30 million views on each video, and then my videos are booming up. And then I now think that, okay, if my audience is liking the stranger portraits, so why I'm not
Mhm.
making that thing? So why I'm going here and there? So even I went to Thailand this time. I did the stranger portraits with the Korean people, with the Thai people, with the Chinese people. So I met like multiple peoples there, and then I do the stranger portraits with them, and then how it's just following my Instagram. I'm getting followers, and then I'm engaging to more people. So
Mhm.
it's just like earlier it was something else, but now, so I think you have to switch yourself as well according to the people needs. What your audience want, you have to do that. If they want to see you dancing, you have to dance no matter what. That's how you can grow. If they want to see the stranger portraits, you have to do that. If they want to see the landscape, you have to do that. It totally depends on your, you know, but the only thing is you have to keep doing experiments. What your people like.
Mhm.
Do multiple videos, do multiple content, do multiple genres of content. So, and just look where you're getting the most of the reach, where people are engaging a lot. If people are engaging a lot in stranger portraits, I'm doing that. I'm happy because my people are happy, so I'm happy. That's how it is.
I see. I love the stranger portraits videos. And they're super cool. Was there like a favorite video or reels that you made that you want to share?
So I have only one platform. So in Instagram, like there's one video that was my most viral video of the time. That was like 40 million views on one video. It was basically a video which is very simple. The birds are flying. I'll show it to you. The birds are flying around and the lights were super fine. It was like a sunrise. The place is in Delhi, in my like home. There is a place called Yamuna Ghat. There are like multiple migratory birds. They come in winters from like November to February. There are the seagulls which you also see in Turkey, Cappadocia, right? So they are seagulls. They travel here and there in the world. So they migrate. In winters, they come to India. Then in summers, they go to some another country. They go to Turkey. They go to Cappadocia. So these birds was the one. I just made a video, and you won't even believe that video was something which I don't expect that they're gonna boom. And you won't believe that many of the celebrities even like the video, share it. And that was the moment then I thought that this is something amazing. And that video have changed many things in me. That video, and that time I was like have 5,000 followers, and after
Mm-hmm.
that video I ended up having 15,000 in just 2 days.
What about if you flip it? Was there like a video that you expected to do well but like flop? I'm sure there are many of those. Was there any video that you felt very embarrassed that you
Many. It's like many times I shoot it with my heart that for sure it's gonna boom internet, but then that video is like hardly 10, 15,000 views. That's it. And then I feel like I don't know what people want. I don't know because something which I am creating with my heart is not working. But then I
Mhm,
create something very randomly, just keep the phone like that and shoot. You won't believe I just
mhm,
shoot people, just keep the phone like that, start recording, and then whatever records I just put it with my edit skills, and then it booms.
mhm.
And then I think that the videos which I make with my heart, with lots of efforts, and then I take a lots of time to shoot it and then the lots of time to edit, that video doesn't work. But the videos which I like randomly clicked and randomly edited and randomly posted, that videos just boom. So it's like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's like it's like it's like it's like a combination of like sensing what the internet wants, and it might not necessarily always be like the prettiest thing. It can be super random, super strange, super cringe, super like unique, or it also actually be some
Mhm.
luck. Like you never know like what's gonna pop up. You know.
Yeah, I think it's luck too. And then also it's about people, like maybe with something which I like you don't like, which you like someone don't like. So it's
Mm-hmm.
the public interest because what I make is what I like, right? Maybe you don't
Mm-hmm.
like it, so you don't share it. So the video goes viral when you share or save it, right?
Yeah.
So if you're not sharing something, it's not game changer, like it's not something which is informative or which is nice. So I make something with my heart. I think that it's good, but then it doesn't work. But something which I post randomly, it works because maybe it makes sense to so many people, and then they want to save and share, and then they want to like just show people that what I created because I think it's not worth it, but they think it's worth it. So
Yeah.
I think should not stop. You just keep making what you think. I think if you have to make a random black, like a random frames, which is even black, if you want to make it, just make it and post. Just don't even think. Just try
Mm.
to change your own creativity, how you can like make it better day by day. Sometimes if you're shooting a black frame, change it to white, brown, red, green. So keep changing it time by time because people will get bored seeing the same thing. If you don't have that crisp in your content, nobody gonna see it because there are lots of content creators at your back. People have lots of people to follow. It just take a blue button that follow. So
Yeah.
they can follow anyone out there. If your content is something amazing, they want to see again and again. They're gonna
Yeah.
follow you. They're gonna go to your profile. They're gonna scroll and like and comment everything.
Yeah. It's like part of the experiment piece that you were talking about
Yeah,
earlier, right?
yeah,
Like you have the experiment, like your view is like not representative of like the public interest or like what people
exact,
want. So like you have to
exactly.
do a shit ton of those to like get a better understanding of what people like to see. I think like in photography and like
Hmm.
like travel of these kind of content, it's interesting. Do you think after you started making content, like the relationship between views and engagement, it's like tied to your thoughts on how good the pictures and the videos are?
Hmm. I don't think like that because I think it's totally depend. It totally depends on you that what you post, what you wanted to post, and what you really like. I think if I have to click a single, if I want to click a single rock, if I like it, I'm going to click it, I'm going to post it, no matter if someone likes it or not. And when it comes to the engagement part, if people are engaging with you and if you are worth it, so there are two stages. People like you for your work, and then people like you as a person. So if
Mm-hmm.
I'm posting a content, they like me for my work, right? They see that the person is posting something good. So then they come to my page, see my work, and then appreciate me, right? And then the
Mm-hmm.
second thing, they see like they don't see the post, they saw the name that mine. So my username is Turbanografer. They see that like Turbanografer posted something, they like it, they love it because I posted it. So there are like two things people engage. People engage with your random stuff, or either people engage with your name. So it totally depends on you. Either you make a good content, either you make your name enough that your content is good enough that people just see your name and like it and engage with it. So there are just
Mm.
two stages. Okay, so for example, I used to click, you won't believe, like I have clicked some amazing pictures. I have won some awards as well, and then I click some, you know, wow pictures at that particular time where people
Mm-hmm.
used to think that I am a very good photographer, and then where then Instagram was post like supporting the photos as well. But then the reels came in. The reel was a game changer, right? So there
Yeah.
was no photos, nobody's posting photos. You won't believe I have some amazing photos to post, but why I don't post is because they are not getting enough engagement, and then people
Mm.
not interacting on the photos as well. So I don't want to post it, and then I don't want to waste time as well. I don't want to waste my art because it's not getting enough fame. So that's how it is. But I'm gonna post it soon. I'm probably thinking to post everything. So at one point of time, you posting some good content, and then a new person joins you, see you like you are the person who is creating content. Your content is super fine. He follows you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he know that this person is creating amazing content. But then at one point of time, you fed up of making content. Like I am literally fed up of making content now because I'm thinking every new thing to come in my mind. I just want to
Mm-hmm.
switch things again and again, what my people like. So now people like me for my name. Like this guy is making good content, just like it, follow it, or whatever. So there are two stages. You have to make a trust in people's mind, right? If you have to make a trust in person mind that I make good content. So even at
Mm-hmm.
the moment, if you're not posting a good content, they have a belief that this content is good because this person is posting it. So there are like two
Mm-hmm.
stages. Either you post a good content, either you make believe like people believe that you are posting good content because it's posted by you. You are a good photographer. You are posting something amazing. So that how it is like. I don't know
I think that makes a lot of sense. It's like when you came across like a good piece of content, that's how the content finds you, right? Like that
exactly.
that's when I get to see, okay, like Vansh, oh, there's this person like Vansh making like views about like birds and landscapes and drone views and things like that. And then I would follow it just to see like what other pieces of work he's putting out. And as time goes, you kind of develop this parasocial relationship. It's like, okay, like this guy, it's like interesting. Like if I ever come
Hmm,
to
yeah.
India, or like if I ever have like a wedding, or my friend has a wedding, then I would say, okay, like I think this like French guy, it's like pretty cool. I think you should talk to him about it. I wanted to touch upon like the travel piece. I think the travel piece is interesting because you're
Okay.
based in India, but you travel a ton. Let's start by asking like how much time do you spend outside of India traveling?
Out Outside of India, I'm traveling from last 1 year probably. So I went to Thailand first time because that was the cheapest trip I can afford, and also it was just a little bit of work for a brand that I go for. And then I went to Vietnam from there, place called Tam Dao, because I have worked there, so I got to Tam Dao. And then I came back in, and then I came back to India. Then again got an opportunity to work in Thailand. Then I went there. I wanted to visit Hong Kong. Then I visited Hong Kong. I met you. And then again, I went to Hong Kong, sorry, to Thailand, and then I visited again Laos. Just like I want to visit multiple countries. And then I think before going to other countries, you have to explore your own country because you have a lot more things to do in India as well. So I'm
Yeah.
a mountain person. Basically, I love to visit mountains. I have visited a lots of places in India too. So if you ever, whenever you come to India, you'll see like there's a place called Leh Ladakh, which is amazing. There's a place called Spiti, it's in Himachal. It's like a valley. Like a cold desert. It's all covered with snow in winters. Like it's amazing. And you won't believe it's like 20 minus 25 degrees and super cold. And then at that point of time, I was doing the stargazing, the astrophotography. I was like
Mhm.
literally shivering at that time, and I was doing the astrophotography in minus 30. And it's like I just love traveling, meeting people, and then make content. And I think even more than making content, travel makes a sense. Like it makes sense when you meet people, you learn new things, you learn new culture, you learn new places, and then you get to know you. First of all, is peace. I guess when you travel, you have enough time for yourself. You can talk to yourself, and then what
Mhm.
gives you peace?
Mhm.
So when I travel in mountains, I just sit in a view. I sit in a valley view. I look at the valley. I look at mountains. I talk to myself that what I'm doing in life, what I have to do, what are my future plans, what
Mhm.
doing new to make people like my parents go proud on me, my friends, like whatever it is. I just sit down and look at the mountains and look at the valleys, getting those cold winds on me, and then think about life. That's how it goes. So the traveling part is a bit tricky. Some people travel for work, some people travel for fun, some people travel for peace. So I travel for work and peace, basically fun. I'm not a fun guy. I'm not like, party stuff and everything. The Thailand is very famous for party, and you won't believe I've never been to any parties. I've never been to any clubs. I've been to one club and it was so crowded. I'm not a crowded person. I get
Yeah.
anxiety when I'm in lots of people. I don't like to be in crowd. So I came out and then I was walking on streets, talking, having the AirPods are on. There was like a little music, and I'm walking down the streets and looking here and there, and then exploring the peace. So I'm not the party person. Whenever I go any of the places, I avoid parties. I don't drink, so I avoid drinking. The only thing I do is I find a place to sit, peace, listen music, create content. That's all.
I love that. I love that I love that lifestyle. I
Uh,
resonate a lot too. There is a business model for for tours to hire photographers to hike mountains with them, and
yeah,
like they
yeah, yeah.
like where the good food, where like how do you like transport, how to take reels, how to take great pictures. Like
Yeah.
it's a thing. It's like a huge thing in India because it's not the case here.
So it's a big business in India. Like I was thinking, this is my business module, which I'm going to launch in few months. I was
Mhm.
just talking to you about this. And then this business module is something like there are lots of, see, if you are selling, let's say, if you're selling a phone, you'll see multiple people selling the same thing, right? What
Right.
makes you different is how you're selling the phone, what you know about the phone, and how you gonna put a value on that thing, right? So people are doing the same business. Multiple people are doing the same business. what
Mm,
makes your business different that people come to you and buy it, right? So I'm myself a photographer. I travel. I know the mountains. I know how to create content. And there are lots. So in my time when I used to do photography like 5 years ago, there was
mm,
no role models. There was no people who you can talk and learn new things. You won't believe right now, many of the youngsters text me that I want to learn this, how I can do this, what this part I can. So I generally reply to all of the people. And when I was at that point of time, I messaged many people and nobody replied. I don't know why. There's some ego or there is something. I don't know what it is, whatever it is. But right now, many people text me about the work they want to learn, and I respect that. And I reply them. I help them whatever I can. So the business module is all about the beginners who want to learn photography, who want to learn about content creation, who want to learn how to make reels, and who really want to travel to mountains and look out for peace. So
mm,
I was planning a trip. I was planning a trip where people can join me to the mountains for a track, for a track which is very beautiful. I've been there 4 times. It's totally covered with snow, and then it's one of the most famous thing as well. So my
mm,
point of view was that people should why the people should join me, because many of the people, many of the companies, many of the brands are selling these same thing, the travel packages, right?
right.
So they're like, if you sir go on Google, if like I go on Google that travel packages to this destination, right? I can
Yeah.
see 100 people selling the same thing.
Yeah.
But what makes my business model is different. So if you go on a trip with me, I'm gonna teach you how to take pictures. I'm gonna teach you how to make content. I'm gonna teach
Yeah.
you how to make reels. I'm gonna teach you how to edit them, how to post them, what's the good time to post, how you're gonna engage with the people, and then you get your own pictures, which is good, like to social media content with me, because I'm gonna
Mm,
click make videos for you who's gonna join my business, who
mm,
is like learning photography. So you can travel to a place and plus you're learning how to make content. It's like in the same price, which is like other offering. So I think people love to join these two things when you are offering the same many things in just same price, right? So I
mm,
think there are like many people who wants to join and learn these things. So I have experience. Why would I not sell the same thing in same price where I am offering many things to the people about
mm,
content creation? Because knowledge always increase when you distribute it, when you like teach others about it. So I am happy to teach what I do, how you can earn through your this, how you can earn, how you can learn, how you can do things. So on the same business module, like my expectations are people should join me if they really want to make content, if they really want to learn something from me. I don't say that I have lots of knowledge. I know everything, but like how much I learn, I just want to share these things with others and to the beginners so that they can really reach where I am. They should, if they want to quit their job and do something out of the box, I would be very happy to teach people about this and then they can grow and learn and then do these things. So just launching the business module where people can travel, take a piece and then learn how to make content. Go on a trip with me. I'll click pictures for you. I'll make videos for you. And then you have post for the social media. You can post your pictures, which is clicked by me, a professional person. Then you have multiple things on the travel. So this is my business module for future. So I'm launching few destination, few places, and that's how it's gonna work. I'm still working on the website, on the marketing as well. So probably it's gonna take some time because it's winters in India. It's all snow on the mountains. So probably
mm,
not now. I'll start it
mm.
from March. I'm focusing on it a lot. My website is still on the go. The website is still in making, and then the marketing is going on. So probably by God's grace, I'll launch it in March, and then it will go well.
All the best. All the best with that. Yeah, I think it just goes like two thoughts in my head. I think the first one is just like I think the dots really do connect if you like look back. It's like, oh my gosh, like you spent 4 years like working at
Yeah,
Make a Trip. So you're close to the travel industry. And then you working as a virtual assistant helping like business owners, then you learn like the operational side of things. You get to see everything, all the emails
exactly.
and things. And then when you started making content, that's how like you really accumulate this like knowledge, experience, and expertise, and like doing all these things. And the second thought I had was just like, gosh, like I booked a trip with my friends recently to Europe, and we had this like little Google spreadsheet of like all the things that we wanted to do. And there's like a column. It's about like places for good shots, or like examples of like like Instagram views, or like posts that we want to recreate with ourselves, right? And I think like more like in this day and age is like a huge part about traveling is taking pictures. It's taking videos. And if I look at like these travel packages that you mentioned, it's like it's not really meeting that needs. It's more about like you getting a tour guide who knows the language, who knows where to go, gets you around, and you do your thing after like they drop you off at certain location.
Exactly,
And
right.
you're the guy like okay, if you're interested, like here's how I would do it, and then take some like fire shots, like fire reel. That's like that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I think who doesn't want good pictures of them when they are on a trip? Like even you, I met you, right? You asked me to click pictures for you, then I asked you to click pictures for me. So when you are alone, there's like a lots of problem. You cannot click pictures of you. You have to ask people, and then if they are not photographers, they're gonna take like a tilted frames, and the pictures are not good. But when you are going on a trip with a professional person who knows how to take pictures, who will teach you many things, and then when you come back you have experience, you have knowledge, you have pictures to post on your social media platforms, and then you have enough knowledge to start your own businesses, like your own content creation. So I think, and I'm giving it in the same price, but other companies are doing it the same. So my business module is to spread knowledge about content
Mm.
creation. So you come, like anyone comes in with the no the travel expectation, I'm going to give them a lot more than that.
Like I could imagine if there's something like this in like mountains in Canada, like Banff is like an example in Calgary. It's just like I think I would do it. It's like holy moly! It's like if I go like with me, or like with just like very little people, it's like I may need to bring a tripod. Like I can't fit my drone in. Like if there's someone that like has these things or can take these videos for you, it's like it's a game changer.
Exactly.
It's great.
Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, you and your friends want to go somewhere, right? And then you put that, I need a trip to this. And then you got 10 companies that who offer the same trek or same trip. But you see that all of the 10 people are offering the same thing, just a trip for the money. But you see
Mm,
a 11th company who gives you the trip, who gives you the pictures on the trip, who gives you the videos, that too cinematic videos, which you think, you know, that is expensive to get, and
mm,
then you get in knowledge about the photography content. I think people should attract to these things, because even if I'm not a photography professional, if I have to go on a trip, I would rather take this thing, because obviously I need a pictures on the go. Why would I take my phone out? Why would I take my own camera when a professional is clicking our picture all the time?
mm.
So that's easy. That's a game changing, I think, because I think nobody's offering that thing. I have searched a lot on Google. No one is offering that thing, and I'm gonna, and you know what, I'm trying to hire the people who are also a photographer, and they are the trip leaders who are gonna take the people on the track, because I am busy with my work and I have lots of things to do. So I'm gonna hire the person who are already professional and who already are the photographers, so that they can help people to click pictures on the go. And I'm finding a team, so probably many people gonna join, and then how I'm gonna
Mhm.
take it further and then proceed and make it a boom.
I wanted to step back a little bit. Like I think there are a lot of people tuning in like right now, like maybe thinking like I am really interested in like making content. Like I see like Vansh, like your Instagram page, like traveling everywhere and taking pictures for people. It's like very uplifting, very empowering. And, I'd say if you have to start this over all over again, starting from zero, like was there anything that you would have done differently?
Okay, so I will not give anyone any suggestion if I don't know how to do it, right? So
Mm,
it's like just moving a bat in the dark when you don't know the direction of the ball, right? So I heard somewhere there was a quote what I love. So doing a business without marketing is same like a winking a girl. in a dark room. So if you are not starting any business without marketing, the business not gonna work. And also it's the same if you're not, if you like you are winking a girl in a dark, and then she'll not see your eye winking, then she'll not be impressed by you, she'll not be your girlfriend anymore. So if I have no knowledge about my work, how I'm gonna give it to others, right? So probably at that point of time, I will not start anything like that. I will only give the information if I know how to do it. So at that point of time, if I'm gonna start it, I will probably learn a lot more about it because I don't want to give anyone a fake information,
Mm.
something which I don't even know. And then I don't want to start a business in which I am not into, like I don't like it. So
Yep.
right now, if I start a business because I love traveling, I love making content, I love doing photography. So if I start a same business, I have my self-interest in it that I am doing this stuff. I'm doing a business which is same as my interest, so I'm gonna do it 100 times way more better. So
Mm.
if I'm gonna start it from the scratch that time, that would be a tough thing. But right now, it would be easy to get audience because see, people are gonna see like this guy have traveled lots of countries, this guy have lots of knowledge, this guy is professional. So they're gonna join me for me, right? For my work, for me. So it's like if at that time the things would have been tough, but not impossible. But right now it's a bit more easier than before. So I think I'm gonna make it well.
Um, what is a bad piece of advice that you've gotten from people?
Okay, so the bad piece of advice. So I think taking advice from people is not easy these days, you know. I used to like I know I remember those times when I really want to learn many things about photography and then I message. I don't know about the creators outside India, but the Indian creators have so ego. I must say that. So if you got a K in your followers, they think that they have achieved everything. They have lots of egos in them, and I know that I used to message many people then that I need this help, and then they don't even reply. I don't know why they have egos and what happened with them. And now the same person are following me, are talking to me, messaging me, liking my picture. Why? Because I have achieved more than them. So
Mm.
it's like I generally don't take advice from anyone. And then the bad advice, I don't think I have take any advice from anyone. It's just me, myself, and my expectations, which was not with anyone. So I didn't expect anything from anyone. And I was just doing my things myself. And it was my passion. So I was following it blindly.
Mm.
So it was like, okay, the bad piece of advice was once when someone told me to stop it because it's not going to fill my pocket. So someone said that do your work, like focus on the job. Don't do the content creation. It's not going to fill your pocket. You will be poor. You will not be successful, blah blah blah, something like that. They were just demotivating me. So that was a bad piece of advice someone gave me, and I'm glad that I didn't took their advice because if I stopped creating then, I would not be here today. And I'm earning enough more money than my last job. And it's not just about the money, it's just about the happiness. I wake up in the morning, I am my king. I just wake up at 12 in the noon. Nobody doesn't care, like, you know.
Mm.
I don't, you won't believe that I literally don't work whole week. I have that one client, one work, like one paid thing, and then that paid gig makes me pay enough for the whole week, you know.
Mm.
So I
I
think
see.
working whole day a full-time job is fine if you don't have any art in you, if you don't have any passion in you, so you can start your own business or you can work full-time job, right? But if you
Mm.
have something in you, if you have some passion, if you have some art, so photography is an art, and I don't think everyone have it. Taking a camera out, taking a phone out and shooting something is not photography. Photography is capturing emotions, people. Photography is something way more different than what we think. And people used to say that what do? You just take out the camera, you click people. That we can do that too. And I remember there was one client and I charged him. So I gave him the quotation that I'm
Yeah.
going to charge this much money for my work. And then
Yeah.
the person said that, what's so special about it? I'm going to do it myself. It's just about taking pictures, right? Just click, just a one click thing. I was just smiling and I said, yeah, it was maybe a one click thing, but I have invested many years in that one click. so that I'm charging this amount. So people used to give lots of advices. People used to say a lot of bad things at your back.
Yeah.
Like they used to give advice, but I think you should, if you think you are like walking on a path which is good for you, keep walking. Don't look back. Don't stop. Keep walking.
Yeah.
Just
Awesome.
don't
That
listen to anyone's advice. Just keep going, guys. Like whoever is listening to this, just keep going. If I think if you like dancing on streets, if you think that dancing on streets make you happy, just do it. Just do it like nobody is watching you. Dance on streets, be happy, sleep well, sleep peacefully, wake up
mhm.
happily, do the same thing again. Repeat.
I think that's such a, like an amazing answer. Like I yeah, like you never take advice from people, and a lot of these conclusions and decisions were like really from like your internal thinking, your internal experiences, your internal perception of art,
Mhm.
photography, world. So that's like super inspiring. So what is like the nicest thing someone has done to you?
So there are lots of nice things. I just tell you now. So I'm getting lots of message since morning to my on my WhatsApp. So my
Mm,
WhatsApp number is linked with my profile, and there are like
mm,
lots of people messaging me. I don't know what's about today, and I'm too so happy. It's like 6, 7 people have like messaged me on WhatsApp and said that I love your work and I just wanted to talk to you and you are inspiring. And then I'm amazed why today, like why people are messaging me randomly and I don't even know them, but it makes me feel good when people appreciate me for something. See, from the beginning I just want people to love me, right, from for what I do. I have,
mm,
so some people wants to be rich, they want to earn money. I want
mm,
to earn love from people. So
mm,
money part is fine. I am more richer when someone say that I love you, I love your work, I'm a big fan of you, I love what you're doing. So these words, I am dying to listen these words rather than taking money. So money is important. I must say that money is important, but winning hearts are more important. So people used to
mm,
say me very nice words. They come to me, and in India, in my place, I just go to many places and people recognize me that who I am. And then they come to me that, are you that person? I said, yeah. And then, can I take a picture with you? And then I feel very happy that someone is coming to me, recognize me, and then they want a selfie with me. So I'm not a celebrity or something, but I
yeah.
am doing something which is very, out of the box. And then people love me for it. And then people say that I love your work and I love what you're doing. And it makes me happy that, yeah, okay, yeah, people are earning money, but I'm earning respect and love. That's way more important for me.
This is so interesting the way you framed it. That's yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
I I like okay. I like to ask every guest to give the audience who are tuning in like a little challenge that they can do at the end of each episode. Like, do you have anything top of mind?
So my challenge is related to photography. Just capture someone making love. If you see people kissing on the streets, capture it very wisely, okay? If you see like a couple talking, even if someone is, pampering their pet, if someone is
Mm,
playing with their pet, that's love. Love is not just about a couple. It might be with their animal, with their mom, dad. So love is love. So
yeah.
I suggest people to capture something which is related to love with people, love from
Mm,
people, love for someone else. So capture anyone making love to any person, their pets, their kids, their like girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, dad, mom. So capture that and then tag me as well. I would love to see people doing that stuff. And I am a very loving person. So for me, love is a very big thing. And then I love people when they are walking like holding each other hands and then they are kissing on the street. These things are very happy moment for me. And I just want people to capture it in their own style and then post it. I would love to see that.
that's amazing, man. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning into this podcast. Like, where can our audience find you?
Oh, so your audience can find me on Instagram for now. So my Instagram is Turbanografer, and Alex would have put the spelling on it. So you can find me there. You can text me with whatever help you need with the content. If I know that answer, I would definitely give you the answer. Probably I'm not that enough capable to give you answers, but still, if you have any questions, guys, just put your questions in my text DMs and follow me, love my content, and give me suggestions if you think that I can make it more better. So that's all. You can find me on Instagram, text me, talk to me, ask questions, give suggestions, and much more love to everyone out there.
Sounds great. Thanks for tuning in and have a great
Thanks,
one.
Alex. Yeah, thanks, Alex. Thanks you for having me here. I'm very grateful for that.
So that is it for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. All the links and resources will be shared in the descriptions. And if you'd like to support the podcast, please leave us a 5-star rating on whichever platform that you're on. It would help us a ton to reach new audiences. Thank you so much for listening, and again, I see you in the next one.